Hello, I hope you're doing well today. My name is Ian Green, and I'm the musician for Music Dreams and also for E&J Green. Today, it's my pleasure to be working with you on a really fun piece called Incognito by Jason Sifford, which is also a jazz nocturne. It's a super fun piece that can be found on pages 74 and 75 of the Celebration Series Level 8 Piano Repertoire book as published through the Royal Conservatory of Music in the 2022 syllabus. Now, what we're going to do today in this piece, in this video, is discuss the form of the piece. How is the piece organized so that when we work on learning the music, you know exactly what to expect, and also you can see how the different sections of the piece help when learning it. Now, this piece is interesting because the first section, section A, starts right at the beginning. So we can put a capital letter with a box around the first pickup to bar 1. And that theme sounds like this. Kind of mysterious and jazzy, isn't it? It's really fun. Now, something that's interesting as well is that we have an introduction going through at some either ideas of the melody again, but then we have an improvising section in the middle, bar 32. So we can call that section B, starting at bar 32. And then essentially, we have section B continuing with a couple of different musical ideas all the way to the DS-Al coda, which would be the third line of page 3, where then we go back to the beginning and play the first section again all the way through, and then jump to the coda. So the second time we play the piece, we go all the way through to bar 30, and then we jump to the ending, the coda, which is at bar 61, to help finish off that return of section A. So essentially, this could be called a ternary form in the sense that we have A, B, then a coda to go back to A again, which A is the same, but then there's also an ending. So a coda meaning a slightly different ending than the first part of the piece. Now, something that's really unique with this phrasing is that we have the first phrase starting off at the beginning of the piece, but then you can almost say that this part here, starting from the pickup to bar 9, could almost be thought of as B, like a second phrase within section A. And then there's a return of the first phrase again. And then that brings us all the way through to the pickup to bar 24 at 25, 26 area, where then we have a section B comes back again. Very fun. And then we have section B, very different kind of improvising. With some fun jazz chords. And then we have jumpy, big section here. There's a climactic moment on page 3. Very bluesy. And then a return of theme of the main section A again with those two different themes. Now let me play these themes so you can hear the difference, and then you can see how when you're learning the piece, it's important to think about this kind of structure. So then instead of just starting from the beginning and playing to the end, it's good to work on certain sections or certain phrases to understand how they're formed and how they sound. Let me go on to the next section. So you can hear how the different phrases work within the music, but also how there are some recurring themes as well too. So when you're first learning the piece and seeing the notes and seeing how things work, it's very helpful, isn't it, to hear music that's the same, so that it's not exactly the same fingering or notes per se, but the same general theme recurs or comes back. Now, something that's important is to practice the separate hands because, as you probably saw when I was playing that first section of the piece, the left hand is doing a lot of jumping, sometimes jumping up to 2 octaves to go from the low bass note up to the chord. Or, as well, the timing of the held notes in the right hand is very important as well, too. So I would encourage you to practice slowly to make sure that the timing, the notes, and the coordination is really comfortable before putting the piece hands together. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial as we looked at the analysis of this piece and also looked at some practice tips on how to learn the music. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time for another video. Until then, bye for now.